This is the new for 2024 Focus Vam² SL. But didn't Focus already have an SL bike? Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm right. They already have the Vam² SL. But that's a more burly bike, 150mm travel back, 160mm travel front. This one is less burly. And I find it quite interesting because we haven't seen many of these bikes. We got a few already, like the Scott Lumen. And this new Vam², it's 130mm travel front, 125mm rear. And that's sort of a bike segment that was very popular among the non-assist crowd. We have so far, up until now, seen very few bikes in this category with the motor assist. And I think that's about to change because it's an interesting category. I remember back in the days before I started riding pedal assist bikes, it was the 130mm, 140mm travel category that was sort of the most interesting to me. A sort of a regular trail bike, not too aggressive for downhill descending. More of a compromise to have a capable bike that was also fast and fun on the flatter trails and could easily be pedaled uphill. And now with these lighter, mild, smaller, compact EMTB motors, I think they make a lot of sense on these bikes. These motors, like on the Focus Vam², it's the Fazua Ride 60 motor, also the TQ HBR50. I think those two motors, they are so small, so compact, they're pretty much invisible in the frame and you can't really hear them. They are so easy pedaling above the motor cutoff speed. When riding a full power, full fat EMTB, it really doesn't make sense trying to pedal above cutoff speed on the flats, I think, because you are investing so much energy and you're getting so little in return. It's better just relaxing, staying at about cutoff speed. But with these two new motors on these lightweight EMTBs, they inspire us to pedal harder. It feels rewarding even when you pedal above cutoff speed. But what is the Vam2 then? Yeah, it's a short travel EMTB with a 66 degrees head tube angle. In size large, you get the 1224mm wheelbase. That doesn't sound like a lot, but for a shorter travel EMTB with a 440mm chainstay, that's a decent length, I think. And the 440mm chainstays, yeah, back in the days we used to have EMTBs down to like sub 420, but they're all pretty much gone. By today's standards, 440mm chainstays, they are considered short, and it's a wise choice for this kind of bike. This motor is powerful enough to make you want to attempt to climb some seriously steep stuff. But for the most part, this is supposed to be a nimble, playful bike, and 440mm seems good. The 75.5 degrees C-tube angle, I think it's an interesting choice. You might think, well, that's not steep, and steep is good, isn't it? On the more powerful EMTBs, sure, 77, 78 degrees, it's normal. But on a bike such as this, that inspires you to pedal with little to no motor power, perhaps above the cutoff speed, then you don't want the seat too far forward because it puts a lot of stress on your knees. So having the seat tube angle slightly slacker, it's better for pedaling. According to Focus, the Vam² weighs in at between 19.1 and 16.1 kilos without pedals. 19.1, yeah, that's not super light, you might say. And that's the entry-level model with a regular carbon frame. The 9 series, that's the 3 remaining models, they get the Carbon Max frame, which is lighter. So the cheapest of the 9 series, the Vam² SL 9.8, that's about 18.5 kilos. Then you got the 9.9 SL, which is down to 17.5 kilos. And then I think we're approaching what I would be comfortable calling a super light EMTB. and the top of the line 9.0 SL, it's 16.1 kilos. Yeah, that's a properly light bike. The battery on the Vam², it's a non-detachable 430 watt-hours FASUA battery. Non-detachable, yeah, it's okay because it makes the bike lighter. And then you also got the 210 watt-hours range extender optional, which makes it 630 or like 40 watt-hours in total. So great range for a mild bike that you presumably will be riding with with quite low motor power, and you'll be riding quite a lot above motor cutoff speed, I think, at least on some rides. The bike is currently being shipped to Europe and to the US, I guess, but because of the situation in the Red Sea, it's taking the long route, and it won't be here. It's delayed. It's expected to be here at about sometime March. So yeah, I think this bike looks very interesting. Like I said initially, it's a very popular category that we haven't seen much of so far in the EMTB segment. And this was the bike I really always enjoyed riding like 10-15 years ago. And I think it makes sense having EMTBs in this category too. And my problem is that I think I need 2 EMTBs now. I've got the full power, full fat EMTB, and this more lightweight Vam², it seems to be a very different bike for a very different riding style, and they're not overlapping completely when it comes to the trails you'd want to ride them either. So yeah, we are getting to a point where it makes sense having several EMTBs. It doesn't make sense financially though. These bikes are in British pounds between 5,100 and almost 10,000. So the entry level, not too bad, but yeah, still those super light EMTBs, they come with sort of a premium. That's it. Appreciate any likes and subscribes. Thanks for watching.